It's expected that by now we are supposed to be jubilating based on the recent voice notes that came to us um, within the week, right from Reverend Elibo and also from Osim, that talks about between now and the weekend. You understand? So, but then we got a different information this morning, and Ken, what's the name? Reverend Moses from Abuja has a submission to give to this regard. Pay attention to him as he opens up on some critical matters that are supposed to be addressed, and I feel it is possibly necessary. I just dropped a voice note to this effect, also addressing one or two things and being directed to the county director himself. So pay attention to the Reverend Moses from Abuja as he opens up on his submission. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Grant Ecosystem. Good morning, stakeholders. Good morning, Disbursement Committee of all grants, slots, CBN slot pioneers, great coordinators in the grant ecosystem, grant handlers that are concerned with disbursement, government committees of all categories that have been monitoring this disbursement, great men and women, directors and captains of industries and cooperatives in Nigeria. Good morning to you all. I remain your brother and friend, Reverend Moses from Abuja. This morning, the information that I filtered out from a conversation between a woman who is assumed to be a subscriber of government NGOs, CBN slots, or pioneer or nominal clusters as the name may apply. The voice note is actually disheartening, and the voice note is indeed a suicidal voice note. It's a voice note that is needed to be reinvestigated. It's a voice note that we need to know who are the communicants, who are the people talking, and why. From the information, it appears Nigerians are taken for granted. From the information, it is clear that Nigerians are into a position that anybody can come out and toy with our emotions and downgrade us and walk away peacefully. From the information, it appears Nigerians have subscribed to an indefinite grant that will not be disbursed anytime soon. From the information, a major goalpost has been shifted for disbursement, and we Nigerians who are concerned in this grant ecosystem, it would be wrong for us to sit down and fold our hands and watch without us calling them to accountability. It is important that Nigerians will come out and demand for their rights. One prominent thing we know, the prominent personality we know in grant community that is still standing is Apostle Professor Dr. Ken Wakama. He is the only one who can calm these nerves now. Apostle, sir, we subscribe to UAG Ton Sanctuary Works grant, and we are partners with you in this business. We expect to have an understanding which we did, and we need it to be communicated to. This issue of hearing voice notes flying on air and it turns out to be true in Nigeria, need to be stopped. So if it didn't bother you that rumors of such turns out to be true, I know you know very well that these rumors have kept us going. And UAAG, that will have an official agreement and arrangement with you, has kept mute to Nigerians for a long time. Needless to say that silence is golden. This silence is no longer golden, it's taking Nigeria for a ride. It is important that we hear an official communication from the UAAG management that will give us a direction. But if we go by these voice notes and voice recordings and the confirmation from some stakeholders, including Kendra Investment, it has become important for the UAAG management to come out and address us as partners, if indeed we are partners. But if we are not partners and we are left to fend for ourselves, or subscribe NGOs and directors will look for a way of getting into the stakeholders and get communications and information on their own. And you know what that means for all directors and NGO captains of industries who have subscribed officially with UAG will do when they come seeking for information by themselves. Nigerians have been taken for a ride, and the information that a cargo is moving from a country bringing in machines to repair what happened in Central Bank of Nigeria is a slap to the integrity of this country. Nigeria have been disbursing money during political eras where monies were shared here and there in their billions and machine was intact. According to rumors, the big boys received their money, machine was intact. Then they said stakeholders have received their money, machine was intact. Then now, when it comes to those who subscribe to these stakeholders, the machine will spoil to the point that the machine parts will be imported from whichever country, and it will take about 2 days for it to get to Nigeria, for this machine to be put on, and then CBN operations will be put at hold 99.9%. These are tales that are to be told to the kindergartens. The person who responded to that call, or who made that call, has malign the gravity of his words. And I want to call on Nigerians, meaningful Nigerians, who know what they are doing, to probe into that voice recordings which we have on our tables, to ascertain who and why. And if that information is true, Nigerians will have entered a dangerous vehicle. This morning, ladies and gentlemen in Grand Ecosystem, our stakeholders who have led us all the while have refused to talk to us. And if Muhammad will not go to the mountains should go to Muhammad. If our stakeholders have refused to talk to us and give us official information, we should be able to talk to our stakeholders and demand for information. I'm an official subscriber and I have the right to ask my stakeholder, wherever he is, whosoever he is, to be accountable on our agreement. Thank you very much. I believe we are going to rise to that responsibility of demanding for our rights. Nigerians, this is a clarion call to all of us that we should be vigilant. Days of disbursement shift from one pillar to post should come to an end. If we sit down and watch, this Pharaoh will not allow us to go. Nigerians, Pharaoh must allow us to go. Remember my voice note before Salah? The Nigerians, wherever you are, whosoever you are, let us call on our God that this Pharaoh must allow us to go. This Pharaoh, whosoever is typifying Pharaoh in this sense, should allow us to go. Silent is no longer golden. Whosoever promulgate that theory, silent in grand ecosystem is no longer golden, and we will not take this silence again. The silence has put us into the dungeon of pole shift from 1 week to the other week, from 1 week to the other week. I made a voice note some time ago addressing us, colleagues, that when you hear a small rumor coming out, you think it's not true before you know it becomes true. Why must every other thing be successful, and when it comes to disbursement, it must not happen? Another touching thing is that subscription of these slots goes on unabated. 24 hours, you see proofs of payment on our platforms, people subscribing without stop. These are gray areas that need to be cautioned. Why must we have an inelastic subscription and then an elastic disbursement? These questions are begging for answers, and Nigerians will have to stand on our feet to make sure that these things have stopped. Whosoever is involved in this criminality should face the justice if we indeed have justice in Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you. I remain your brother and friend, Reverend Moses from Abuja. Today is the 14th day of May 2025, and my time is 10 minutes past 8. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Reverend Moses, for this comprehensive submission. I feel he has just said the truth regarding the condition of things right now. The hope of the people, it appears it's been toyed with. I understand. If we wouldn't want to classify this as a toy to the people's emotion, this is where official address from the country director needed to come out, except he is personally afraid of the people, or he is personally ashamed, and this is not a failure. See, clarification is not a flaw. If you come out to address the masses and talk to them about system failure, what happened, what they are doing, with critical facts on ground, I tell you the truth, tensions will be doused. It is not by silence. Not every war is fought by silence, especially when a lot of things have been inculcated and things you re-strategize. See, a principled man is a flexible man, knowing what to say in time, who to say it to, when to say it, and how to say it. All of these three paraphernalias have to be completed. And that's exactly what is supposed to be done. Now, him being silenced, one is rubbishing people that stood for him and with him and are saying that this mandate or this vision is divine. It's a rubbish to their core. It's a rubbish to their standing with him. That's the way I see it. There's no way you can walk back and forth and you wouldn't have to say that there is a need for official address from the country director. Not silence, not even a written message from a third party. It's very important. Reverend Moses, thank you very much for your submission. I feel it's high time we begin to think in this direction. Nigerians felt being toyed with their emotions. And if it has to be shifted to the first week of June, all right. If it has to be that a lot of machines have to be put. It's now our turn that machine is breaking down anyway. But then if you have to, possibly you say it's going to, they want to go and import machines and all that from, and it's going to take the first week of June. Why, if it has to do that, then talk to us. Why are we just hearing all of these things without we hearing it from you as a county director? Anyway, just whatever it is, So I encourage you, if you still have hope left, tie it well. You understand? As for me, in everything, we give thanks to God. That is my take. This is the will of God in Christ Jesus. Before the grant came, I've been living. After the grant will come, I will still be living. I'm only in pain for those who are possibly incapacitated, because we are not the same. Yes, I think things are not going well with people, and you have to understand that Nigeria is not laughing. So this is just like a means to a better living when you don't have to return the funds. It's a good startup for a lot of people, and we don't just have to, you can't just drop it down. It's a good startup for a lot of people to go a long way. So I only feel for those who have who have no sources of income, and this could have been a lifeline for them. But a continual shifting date is not fair. Is it because of the number of the people that is involved? Machines are breaking down. Anyways, well, this is Prince's Hit channel, the channel with updates, continual updates. Somebody said I supposed to have been the PRO of the company, that they will not lack information on a regular basis. Thank you very much. I just feel we need this, despite we have received our own share of a lot of backlashes and taunting and hair pulling, nose drawing, different times, because not every other person also wants to hear these details, but some other persons too like to hear the details. All of us, we can't be in the graveyard of silence. It's part of what we are fighting about. If Apostle Ken is silent and we are silent, where do you get the people that you are insulting? Where do you get people to talk to? Who do you talk to when everywhere is silent? You see, so it's what I'm advocating for right now that some people are also kicking against. He has been silent for too long. So imagine there is a silence in Grand Ecosystem, no information, no nothing. But we thank the Lord. In everything, we give thanks to God. God bless you. Just have a wonderful day ahead of you. And bye for now.